Next story has to do with child abduction. Now that sounds horribly depressing, but in fact, tonight's report is going to show you what one man and his daughter are doing to change the statistics.
A study released shows the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has assisted law enforcement in the recovery of more than 200,000 missing children since they began this program in 1984.
It was the Elizabeth Smart story that really captured the attention of our region. 14-year-old Elizabeth Smart abducted at knife point from her bedroom in Sandy, Utah. After a national search, she was found alive 9 months later, 18 miles from her home.
Tonight we hear from Elizabeth's father on how that incident changed their lives and the new mission for the Smart family.
A massive manhunt is underway in Utah, where a 14-year-old girl was kidnapped at gunpoint from her own home overnight.
The search is on for Elizabeth Smart.
The prayers of the world have brought Elizabeth home.
Ed Smart says forgiveness didn't come easy for the two people who tortured his daughter for 9 months. Elizabeth became a national headline, shedding light on the frightening reality of child abductions.
It was this emotional roller coaster.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children reports about 800,000 children under 18 are reported missing in the U.S. each year. Of those, more than 200,000 are abducted by family members. Only an estimated 115 are the victims of kidnapping cases like Elizabeth Smart's. Today, Ed and Elizabeth spend most of their time advocating to stop child abductions.
But I have to tell you, it is so important to come forward and share your stories and speak out about it.
They're now taking that dark time and turning it into lessons learned they can share with others.
You know, we can talk to parents forever about what not to do and what ifs, but really empowering a child can make all the difference, because a parent isn't out there all the time. We'd love to put this protective bubble over them and keep them in that so that nothing happens to them, but that's not what life is all about.
Ed is heavily involved with a program known as RAD Kids. It stands for Resist Aggression Defensively. The goal of the program is to prepare kids for potential situations to protect themselves. The classes are brought to children and their parents by the training and development of nationally certified instructors. It's based on a premise of 3 main principles.
1, nobody has the right to hurt you because you're special. Secondly, you don't have the right to hurt anybody else, but you do have the right to stop them from hurting you. Thirdly, it's not your fault and it's okay to tell.
The program doesn't tell children what the instructors hope they'll do. It teaches, trains, and empowers the kids with real skills so they can recognize, avoid, resist, and escape harm in everyday lives.
RAD Kids has developed a program that really is life skills. And if I could give one gift to my children, it would be for them to understand and know those 3 principles and know what their choices and options are. Elizabeth has said, you know, I don't know that things would have been different, but if I had known what my options and choices were and what the possibilities were, things might have been different.
Smart says as he teaches parents about RAD Kids, a lot of them ask him why a beneficial program like this hasn't been in schools before now.
Public school system is trying to do what they can. Legislatively, we have been pushing. Last year we worked for the passage of Aaron Marin's law, which is essentially to see that some sexual assault prevention is taught. Now, is that teaching them about sex or a sex class? No, it is not. It is talking about prevention and what to do if something happens.
But the passionate advocate and father of 6 feels even more can be done to help our kids. He says education is key to preventing sexual assaults and abductions.
I think that during our lifetimes, we are faced with challenges. Being able to prepare our children for those challenges, nothing can be a greater gift. It truly is a gift, but it doesn't lessen the need to be outspoken on these issues. And even though they're ugly, we don't want to hear about them. We don't want to hear that it's an uncle or it's a father that is abusing a child. We need to, as a a society, we need a little cultural shift to be able to listen to some of the bad things that are happening out there and addressing it and not accepting it, not accepting what comes from it and saying we are going to do something about it. It's about doing. It is not about allowing it to continue on or to put our heads in the sand, pretend like it doesn't exist.
We have a choice. We can give in and surrender, or we can fight and we can move forward.
Elizabeth Smart is now 27 years old. She wrote a best-selling book on her experience called My Story. She was married in 2012 and now shares her story with others, hoping to show them that a fulfilling life is possible after going through such a traumatic event.